Dig it.
This week on the bonus stage, we take a look at Apple's new iLife and iWork software. And after the break, we take a look at Fear 2 Project Origin. Then we hack and slash our way through X-Blades. And then we check out our gadget of the week, the Microsoft Arc Mouse.
You've reached the bonus stage. Bonus stage!
Oh, we got a special guest. Where's
Tech Nights? Yeah.
Where's Daryl?
Where's your buddy?
Okay, we have a. I was so stunned. I turned around. I was like, I'm here. And then Daryl's not here.
So Daryl has gone for a plastic surgery and now he looks better.
Okay, well, today we have a jam-packed show. It's so jam-packed that we don't even have time to explain why Daryl is here.
So just forget about him.
Okay, actually he's actually backpacking through Nepal because he's the backpacking Bing.
Probably scaling the Mount Killer.
Yeah, he's trying to find Sasquatch.
Okay.
So in his place we have Poh Kwan the sage, the wisdomous
sage.
the sage in his place.
Ooh.
Yep. So we're gonna go straight into the show. Come on, take it away.
No time, go! Hi, we are with Darren Swing from Apple today, and he's our tech guru for the day.
Hi there.
So today we are going to get him to tell us all about the latest iWork and iLife 09 suite that we will get in the market. And let's start with iPhoto. So what are the new features with iPhoto?
The first thing we're adding in iPhoto is something called Faces. And what Faces does is that it recognizes that there is a face in the picture. And then the second thing it does is that it groups everybody who's kind of looking the same. Right? So you are able to, for example, track all the people on your little corkboard here. Right? So these are all the people that I want to track. Now, so how do you track a person, a snapshot of a person on this corkboard? Well, let's take an example. Here is an event. Okay, I'll just open it up. Let's say I want to track a cute little girl here. Okay, her name is Allie. I simply go click on this bottom icon that says name. Immediately, iPhoto shows a little square, so it knows that there is a face in the photo. So I'll just call her Allie. Okay, I can move on to the next photo. And if you look at this, iPhoto is already asking me, is this Allie? So I'm just going to say, yes, this is Allie. So it immediately knows that it's Allie, right? It didn't take very long.
Okay. Even though she has a different expression over here.
Exactly. Exactly. And this is Allie's mom, which is Claire. So it wants me to name her because it does not recognize her. And I'll just click done. All right. Okay. So when I move back to Faces, the corkboard which I showed you, now Allie and Claire appears. And these are the people that I want to track, right?
Okay.
So iPhoto is really, really cool. It will also ask you, if this is Allie, can you give me some more faces that is kind of Allie as well? So I could say confirm name, right, which is kind of here. Go ahead and confirm that. Again, faces at work, it zooms up really close to all these people that things might be Allie.
So could it make a mistake? I mean, after all, it's a software.
Exactly. While no face detection is perfect, or I'll just select a whole bunch, right? Because all these are Allie. And if there's somebody who's not Allie, for example, let me just kind of, okay, so this is definitely not Allie. I can say not Allie. Okay, so that's not Allie. Okay, right.
Okay, so most of the time it'll get it right. Even if I have like a pimple in one photo and freckles.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's absolutely right. So all of this expression, if you realize, there's a whole range of them. She has a hair tie back there. She has a different hairstyle here. All right, that's Allie. Okay. And she's wearing a different outfit here. So many different expressions, smiling.
So the tagging feature is actually better than Facebook, right? Because in Facebook you could actually tag a bag, with somebody's name, and it won't be able to tell. But over here in Faces, it will only be able to tag
Right,
face.
right. So the information, the face information that you put here, and when you send a picture up, for example, you send a picture of Claire and Ellie up, all of those names appear. But supposingly, you have a picture of a group of friends, right? You tag some of them in Faces and you want to track them, but they do not appear. You can kind of remember the name. Now, and somebody else on Facebook remembers that name and he tags a photo. That information, in fact, gets pushed back onto iPhoto. So it's really, really great, even as a tool for finding out lost friends. Right?
Okay, so that's the social networking type.
That's right. So we feature integration with Facebook as well as Flickr.
Okay.
Now I want to talk to you about a second thing that we call Places. So Places is all about photos taken in a specific location. And it's all grouped automatically. Some of these new phones, like for example the iPhone, has a GPS chip that's built to it. So every time you take a picture, it embeds a complex piece of information, like 58 degrees, 11 minutes, 11 seconds north. So that information is, while itself is not really useful, when you put it into iPhoto, it will recognize that this is a popular location and will try to give it an ordinary sounding name. Okay. So you could then, group all the pictures that you've taken in one location into one place. And this is the city of light in Paris. If I flip behind, I see a little map here. As I skim through the map, you realize the blue pins are kind of moving, showing each location where each of the photo has been taken.
Okay.
So it's really cool if you have one of these cameras, including some of the new consumer cameras, like the Coolpix, for example. You could do that.
So the question is, what if I don't have a camera that has this GPS chip?
Good question. So let's take a look at those that have, because I think it's great. I want to show you a lot of the details. So you get a map with all the pins now in the zoom view, and you can further zoom up and you can say, hey, you know what, this shadow here, in fact this one looks like the Eiffel Tower, right? Exactly. So I can click here and I can say, okay, show me all the photos that are taken at Eiffel Tower, which is really, really that cool. And you notice that there are some pictures that are kind of in the river. Well, they were really taken in the river. In fact, if you
on a boat.
click, on a boat, exactly. So let's say you do not have a camera which has a GPS chip. So what do? I could simply say, let's just enter a place, because I know where I've been, and this is like Osaka. Right? Great, and it finds Osaka there for me, and it places a pin for all the photos in that event of Osaka. In the last version, we of course took away many of the features, made it really easy, and then really easy to share as well. And in this version, we want to bring back all the depth. So we give you a precision editor, advanced drag and drop, do video stabilization, many advanced features that you typically find in a professional, more advanced product. So here I have a clip, so I'll show you. Alright, great. Okay, and here I have another clip of the same person that's kind of jumping to the lake, but taken at a different angle, taken at a different time probably as well. You can see that the sound was different.
The audio level.
That's right. Okay. So I'm going to select this. It's going to end there. Okay, I'm going to bring that up. Okay. And I'm going to take a look at this and perhaps, maybe cut over just about here, maybe about here, and I'll bring that up as well. So let's see how those two clips look like together. Well, I think you definitely agree. Good, but you know, maybe could be better if there was a cut over the shots were a little bit more tight, right? So we have a new precision editor. Go ahead, click this little icon here, right? And it gives you a precision editor. So right now, I want to select the point where he enters the water. So it's very easy. I could just scroll through. I could manually drag, of course, but I don't want to do that. I'll just, okay, right about, maybe here, right? Where he's kind of entering the water. So I'm going to click this point, all the clips automatically move here. Now, as he's moving into the water over here, I want to select maybe like this point. Right? So it moves over there. Okay, so let's just check out the clip to make sure. Fine tune it. Like I said, it's a precision editor. And there you go. Now let's see how that shot is played now.
Wow, so it looks
again,
like a seamless sequence.
It looks like a multi-cam, right? It looks as if, wow, you set your family up in two different... Now, of course, the audio may not sound right, and this is where we have even more advanced controls with precision. I can drag the audio, so I'll use the audio only on this clip, right, for the playback of the entire. So let's see how it looks like now. So one audio sound throughout the whole clip.
And I know there's also a video stabilization feature for people with shaky hands like me.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Well, it's not just you. I mean, here is something, people on a vehicle that's kind of chasing a gazelle. So this is how it looks like. You can hardly see the gazelle because there's so much movement and they're so small, right? Now let's take the same clip, starting from here, over here. And I'm going to drag it up right there. I'm going to play this clip for you. You realize it's almost like it's taken on real. There's one more thing I want to show you. Now, you've heard of this Indiana Jones effect, right? So we do have new motion graphics for animated travel maps. So you simply just drag one of these travel maps up here. Right? Let's say you started your travel somewhere in Singapore and you went to Botswana and you want to show kind of the way you travel, right? Okay. So I'm going to choose here Singapore. Go ahead and do that. Okay.
Wow. Well, they even have Paya Lebar.
Yeah, that's so true. Of course, nobody flies from Paya Lebar. Well, I don't anyway. Wow. And I'll choose the end location, Botswana. Okay, which is this one over here. I'll click OK. And here I'm done. So I want to see how that is being played. So go ahead. Not so much in Indiana, but I could get an Indiana effect. I just simply drop another theme that I want, and you'll remember all of that. Same Botswana and Singapore location I entered. So now this looks a little bit more like yes.
Yeah, really. We noticed that there's no waiting time at all, even though we have layered on like effects.
Oh yeah, of course. iMovie features real-time transition, real-time effects. So, if you want to add in a video effect on a leopard skin, on the leopard scene, you can choose that raster effect. Notice as I'm scrolling through all these different types of effects, from X-ray, sci-fi, vignette to romantic. There's no rendering, and the same. If I apply this H film and I play that. No rendering, it just simply works.
Wow, that saves a lot of time.
Exactly.
Yes, it saves a lot of time.
Saves a lot of time. You said it now, you said it. You compiled everything and summed it all up and saying, yep, that saves a lot of time.
That's the most important thing, right?
If you're not a Mac convert already, hopefully that video has changed your mind. During the video, Poh Kwan was asking me, and she said, do you think Windows Movie Maker is better than
I haven't used it for a long time, so I don't know if there are updates,
You and me, we both use Final Cut Pro every day at work. Every day, day in and day out, use Final Cut Pro. I used to edit on iMovie, like, before this update. I think it's iMovie 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And it was it's a fast as an editing tool, it's for lifestyle and stuff like that, so it's really cool. Windows Movie Maker is pretty good, but I haven't tried Windows Movie Maker HD, which actually comes with, like, the ultimate version of Vista and the home premium version, if I'm not mistaken. But I haven't had my hands on Movie Maker. Anyway.
So which is the best?
I don't know.
Wow.
I'm
trying
cool.
to be diplomatic.
I'm cool with
Someone's
Final
trying to
Cut
be
Pro.
diplomatic.
Final Cut Pro, yeah.
Oh,
Final
okay,
Cut Pro.
all right. That's the program that we use, and that's why you are seeing wonderful videos here on Razer TV. And now we will go for a breather, and when we are back,
We'll be back with every budding musician's favorite software, the powerful GarageBand.
GarageBand.
See you in a bit.